you and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy that you clicked on this video because honestly I wish I clicked on this video when I was first starting out in my fitness journey and just along the way. I'm nowhere near done. It's not like there's an end line or anything, but it's just that there's so many things that I always forget and that I didn't even know in the beginning of my fitness journey. So I'm so excited to bring these tips with you today, and I guess we could just go ahead and get started. So I'm not going to go in any particular order because I honestly think that all of these tips are equally important. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and go with the first one, which is comparison will do nothing for you. I know how easy it is to go on Instagram and to see all of these fit people and they show off their bodies and they look all good and everything like that. It's easy to get discouraged when you compare yourself to them and it's like, oh well, she has this and I will never look like that. She's just born with that. You have to keep in mind that these people have been working out for years and it's not something that happens overnight. So if you do ever find yourself comparing yourself to someone else in the internet or even in person at the gym or something like that, take a breather and understand that that person had a long way to go before they got to where they are right now. And that's the same with everybody. So don't get discouraged because they're a certain way. You have to understand that it's a journey, and that's why it's called the fitness journey. And it's not going to happen overnight, but it will happen as long as you stay consistent with it. Don't beat yourself up by comparing yourself to other people. What you can do instead is actually look at them and get inspired because you're like, wow, look, this person put in the work for all this time and now this is where they're at and I can do the same thing. So if you ever find yourself comparing yourself to someone, just remind yourself of that. If they can do it, you can do it too, because they're human, you're human, we're all human, unless you're watching this with your dog. Hey. Yeah, that's my first tip. My second tip, which is so important, is what works for me will not work for you, and vice versa. So what works for you might not work for me. And the reason that this is so important is because I constantly see people thinking that they have to work out a certain way or eat a certain way because another person is doing it, and that isn't always necessarily true. Yes, there are things that work for multiple groups of people, but there also are things that can be tweaked, and it's not always going to be exactly the same for me and you because we have different preferences. Our bodies are completely different, and I'm not just saying our physical outward appearance, I'm saying what goes on inside is completely different because we're two different people, and that's just how it is. So maybe you've seen someone weightlifting but you're not really into weightlifting and you feel like that's what you have to do because you see so many people doing it, but in reality you just got to do whatever makes you feel good. So if you don't like weightlifting that much, you can try running or you can try yoga. There's so many different forms of fitness and it doesn't have to just be grouped into one thing. So again, what works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me, and that's just how it is. So don't get discouraged if you see someone doing something but you absolutely hate that form of exercise. There's so many more options for you. Trust me. And that brings me into my next point, which is that fitness should be fun for you. That means that you don't have to copy everybody else if you don't like what they're doing. You got to do what's fun for you. Let's say that you enjoy swimming. I think that's amazing, and if it's fun for you, then go ahead. You don't like lifting weights, that's perfectly fine. I love lifting weights. That doesn't mean that you have to do the same. Lifting weights is actually fun for me despite how sore I get, despite how tired I get in the gym. It's fun for me. I enjoy lifting weights so much, but another person might not enjoy lifting weights. So that's what I want you to understand, that you have to have fun when you're working out. Otherwise, it's not gonna last you a long time because you're gonna be like, you know what, this fitness thing isn't for me. I'm just gonna go on about my life not worrying about my fitness because it's too hard and I hate it and there's nothing that I enjoy about it. So take that into consideration when you are working out. It has to be fun for you. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, then you don't have to do that. You can go and find something else that you enjoy. So when I was first starting, I experimented with so many different types of exercise. I did yoga, I did Pilates, I did like a HIIT style cardio training. I did the low intensity, longer cardio training. And now I'm really into weightlifting, and that's what I found works for me the best and what I mostly enjoy doing. Don't be afraid to experiment with different types of exercise. That's The only thing that'll do for you is help you find what you actually enjoy doing. The fourth tip is so important, and this is one that I feel like people often forget and they get discouraged because they don't realize that this actually happens to everybody. And it's that a lot of people think that progress goes like this. Doesn't go like that. Progress isn't linear, meaning that it's not just going to be straight up. Like, you don't start from the bottom and then you work your way up and it's like, woohoo, I got here, no trouble, everything was easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and you know, everything just worked out for me, because that's not how it goes. Progress looks like this. It looks like a roller coaster, because that's life. There are moments that you're going to be so motivated and you're going to be like, yes, I got this, I'm ready for my gym workout. And then let's say you're a girl or something and you get that time of the month and it's like, great, now I have stomach cramps, I have headaches, I'm craving everything. And that's just the way life is. And it's not bad to take certain days off when you're feeling bad, or if something in your family happens, or just any inconvenience that happens when you're motivated. I know that happens to me all the time. It's definitely not the end of the world. There are certain months of the year where you might be eating more than usual or not working out as much when, you know, there's holidays going around, and it's okay that you eat a little bit more. You might gain some weight. It's no big deal. This is your life. It's not like tomorrow's the last day that you can ever do fitness again. Your journey isn't gonna be the easiest journey. You're not gonna not run into any struggles or obstacles, and that's not to discourage you by any means. If anything, it should empower you, because by the time that you get to where you wanna be, you're gonna look back and say, wow, I literally went through all of that and I still made it to where I am today. And that is an amazing feeling, and I want you to feel that way too. So just always keep that in mind, that it's not going to be the easiest road, but it's definitely going to be worth it. This one is one that everybody says, and I didn't want to say it first, because if you would have heard it first, you would have been like, oh, I already know everything she's going to say, and you would have clicked out of this video. But I promise you, people say it because it is so important, and fitness is not a diet, it's a lifestyle. So it's not going to be the end of the world when you miss a gym session. It's not going to be the end of the world when you ate some junk food when you were supposed to eat healthy food. It's not the end of the world when you make a mistake. That's the thing. Fitness is a lifestyle. You're gonna have tomorrow, you're gonna have next week, you're gonna have next month. I think the saying goes, it's not a race, it's a marathon. So it's not something that you have to be so nitpicky about, because this is your life. Like, this isn't just some 21-day fix or whatever. I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just using that as an example, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's not just 21 days, it's your life. Like, your life is a long time. Your life is precious and it's so valuable. The last thing that you want to be worried about is if you got your workout in, if you ate that healthy meal, if you got your stretches in, because yes, all of those things are important, but they do not make up your life. Your life is full of people that you love. It's full of memories, fun, good times, going places, experiencing new things, and you shouldn't be so caught up and stressed about the way that you look. I get so passionate whenever I talk about this, because it's just like, oh, I've been there, and I know what it's like to stress about things like that, and to like want to be in control of everything that I'm putting into my body, you know, working out because I need to look a certain way or whatever. And that is not a healthy way to live. If you're trying to live healthfully, being so caught up in all of that stuff is not a healthy way to live. You actually have to enjoy your life. That is healthy. You have to have a good state of mind. I promise you, your life will be so much better when you just let it be. So this next tip is something that's really important, and I didn't even know about this when I was first starting, so this is why I think it's so important for you to know about this. There are different body types, so you're not going crazy if you're trying this person's workout and it's not working for you, if you're trying this person's meal plan and it's not working for you, because your body might not work best with that sort of routine or regimen. So there are 3 body types. First one being ectomorph, then there's a mesomorph, and there's endomorph, and I will explain to you what those mean. An ectomorph is someone who is naturally on the thinner side. They eat however much food they want. They have a really hard time putting weight on, and everybody is jealous of them because they don't gain weight. The next one is a mesomorph, which I fit into this category. It's someone who has more of an athletic build. So for a mesomorph, it's easier for them to gain muscle. It's easier for them to lose weight. It just depends whether they're on a specific routine. If they're consistent, then they'll see progress. It's pretty easy for them. I'm in that category, but I also fall a little bit into the next category, and that is the endomorph. So the endomorph is someone who has a hard time losing weight. So this person can be on a really strict diet and really hard training routines, and it'd still be a little bit harder for them to lose weight than, say, a mesomorph. So the endomorphs usually tend to be jealous of the ectomorphs because the ectomorphs can eat anything they want, and it's really hard for them to gain weight, and the endomorphs struggle to lose weight even though they're on a really strict diet. You're not going crazy if you feel like you're not seeing any progress and it's so easy for this person to lose weight and it's so easy for that person to lose weight. You just want to be able to understand your body so that you can create a better training protocol, and you know what to do, and you know what your body will respond to best, and you know what your body won't respond to best. So you're not going crazy. It's just the way that your body is. Despite what your body looks like, you're still beautiful. You still have a soul. You're still a human being, and you shouldn't be ashamed of whatever your body looks like, honestly. You can always make changes if you would like to, but it's not something that you have to do to be accepted or to be loved by anybody. So this one is super important, and it is exercise is not punishment. Exercise shouldn't be viewed as something that you have to do because you ate a slice of pizza. So you eat a pizza and you're like, okay, I have to go work out for this long because I ate that pizza. No. Exercise should make you feel good. It shouldn't make you feel like you're punishing yourself. The more you want to punish yourself with exercise, the less you're going to want to exercise, and it's just going to be a horrible downward spiral of your fitness journey because you're doing something that you don't want to do. This next one is so important to me because I felt this so much. When you're going through your fitness journey, you shouldn't focus on how you look. You should focus on how you feel. So if you enjoy doing a certain workout, if you enjoy eating certain foods, eat those foods, do that workout. If it makes you feel good, you shouldn't feel like you have to train like somebody else to look like somebody else. Yes, they might have a great training program, but if it's not something that you enjoy doing and that you feel good doing, you don't have to do that. If you're feeling good in what you're doing, if you're feeling like you have a lot of energy, if you're feeling like you don't need to fall asleep after you eat a meal because it's so healthy for you and you're nourishing your body from the inside and not just focusing on your outward appearance, you're going to get the results you want because you're not so stressed about it. Trust me. So those are all my tips. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. It means the world to me. If anything spoke to you, go ahead and comment that down below and let me know what it was. I would love to hear it. Honestly, it would make my day. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, much love.